tu acha? Não, porque eu não fazia nada.
Você quer o quê?
Tokyo is all geared up for Christmas with decorations and light displays dazzling all over the city. There are plenty of incredible illuminations and light displays in Tokyo during winter, a time of the year when the city shines much brighter to compensate for the cold, short days and long nights. Illuminations brighten up events, buildings and roadside trees in central Tokyo. Now Christmas festivities are in full swing with decked up Christmas markets. Sydney kicks off the holiday season in style. Christmas illuminations and decorations light up the whole city, leaving the onlookers thrilled. Sydney's largest Catholic cathedral, St. Mary's, illuminated with colourful projections portraying scenes from Christmas Carol and 12 Days of Christmas. A special market, magical workshops and many such events are part of the Christmas celebrations in the city. Well, as Christmas approaches, Chicago's Museum of Science and Industry is reflecting the festival spirit. A Christmas Around the World exhibit has been set up representing holiday traditions from diverse cultures. A 4-story, 50-foot-tall grand Christmas tree stands amidst a forest of over 50 trees. The exhibit has a unique history dating back to 1942 during wartime, where communities sought a solace and happiness at the museum. Visitors, in fact, were seen sharing their experience about the place. Let's listen.
The great thing about this exhibition is it really showcases how alike we all are, especially during these times where we might have some differences, but at the end of the day, these trees are a beautiful canvas to show how we all celebrate our traditions around the globe at various times of the year.
Every year it's beautiful, and I've seen them many years, but they're still enchanting and there's still wonder left in it. And I love reading what each country does. You know, you learn something new every time.
In eastern Hungary, seniors at a nursing home are getting a unique holiday treat using virtual reality headsets. Despite the challenges of the past COVID years, the nursing home in Kecsmet is bringing joy to the elderly residents. Teaming up with the Sendreset, a local foundation focused on technology like artificial intelligence and virtual reality, the seniors virtually travel to Christmas fairs across Europe. Residents like 90-year-old Ilona Harvat was thrilled by the experience, describing it as technical miracle. The initiative aims to lift spirits, providing mental stimulation, and marks the 6th edition of the virtual traveling tours for seniors in Kecsmet. The Forest City project in Malaysia, envisioned as a residential haven, faces challenges attracting residents. Potential buyers are hesitant due to the project's association with the Chinese developer Country Garden. In a heartfelt tribute to former Indian captain MS Dhoni, the BCCI has decided to retire the iconic number 7 jersey, which is synonymous with Dhoni's incredible cricket journey, similar to Sachin Tendulkar's number 10. Dhoni's jersey will be off limits for Indian players. This is a move honouring his remarkable contributions to the team. Youngsters and current players have been informed not to choose the number 7 shirt, reinforcing the BCCI decision. The board presently designates around 60 numbers to the Indian team, ensuring a respectful acknowledgement of each player's jersey's number, even if they are out of the team for a brief period. In a heartfelt tribute to former Indian captain MS Dhoni, the BCCI has decided to retire the iconic number 7 jersey, which is synonymous with Dhoni's incredible cricket journey. Similar to Sachin Tendulkar's number 10, Dhoni's jersey will be off limits for Indian players. Filled with festive spirit, many celebrities are aiming to entertain for the holidays, from Ted Lasso's star Hanath Vadigam to Hollywood stars Heather Graham. Listen in.
Merry Christmas.
Filled with festive spirit, many celebrities are aiming to entertain for the holidays. Ted Lasso star Hannah Waddingham shows off her vocal range in the Apple TV Plus special, Hannah Waddingham Home for Christmas.
My main pitch in terms of tone was somewhere between Dean Martin and Carol Burnett. That style of, you know, having people over for the holidays, having people dropping in their finery.
While singer Sarah Brightman kicks off the 3rd year of her Christmas Symphony Tour. The show started as a live stream during the COVID pandemic as a way for Brightman to do something positive and employ people.
It takes you also through a journey of all sorts of moods that you may have at Christmas. In that, there are some which sort of talk about, you know, because some people are lonely at Christmas, or they've been through a bad relationship, or they lost somebody.
Veteran band Chicago have released 2 Christmas records. They're also touring during the holiday season.
It's gonna be the best Christmas ever.
Celebrities turning their talents to Christmas movies this year include Hollywood's Heather Graham, Jason Biggs, and Ludacris.
Oh, claustrophobic.
I'm sorry, what?
Claustrophobic, fear of Santa Claus.
That's ludicrous.
Up next, Will Ashley, an AI-powered campaign volunteer, but far from the typical robocaller, since none of her responses are canned or pre-recorded. Given her ability to hold conversational calls, Ashley calls thousands of Pennsylvania voters like a pro-campaign volunteer to analyze a person's profile and offer tailored conversations around their key issues. Take a look.
Are you familiar with Shemaine Daniels and her campaign for Congress?
This political campaign call is from Ashley, a new artificial intelligence volunteer.
Hey there. I hope you're doing well.
She's part of a new era of political campaigning being ushered in by generative AI. But some warn tools like Ashley could make disinformation in American politics worse.
As a mom, I think a lot about the future.
Democrat Shemaine Daniels is running for Congress in Pennsylvania. Last year, Daniels lost to Trump-aligned Republican Scott Perry. This time around, she's looking for help from Ashley, who can speak 20 languages, to reach more voters.
When I was initially approached about thinking about this, you know, my first thought was one of the things that we are very poor at is reaching diverse populations. The goal for me in using this tool is to expand those who can participate in the campaigning process.
Ashley's creator is a startup called Civox. It says she's the first political phone banker powered by generative AI, and that this tech is going to scale fast. CEO Ilya Muzikansky says his firm plans mainly to work with Democrats.
Each call is unique. Before a number is called, there is a set of data that the campaign already knows about the person they're calling. Sometimes that can be as basic as a first name and last name, or sometimes it can be a lot more detailed than that. And based on that information, we are able to have conversations that are customized to the recipient, and that's done on the fly.
Some are worried. In May, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman testified in Congress that he was nervous about generative AI's ability to compromise election integrity through one-on-one interactive disinformation. Others say this tech could worsen disinformation in the polarized landscape of American politics that's already battling deepfakes, realistic but fabricated videos and images created using AI algorithms. The Federal Communications and Election Commissions are looking into AI, but so far there are no rules that directly apply to Ashley's work. John Basil at Northeastern University says that's a problem.
They just pollute or can pollute our information ecosystem. And it's not just that we don't have the tools to fight that. People aren't quite prepared. Like we see this all the time when people go to use ChatGPT for something and then they're surprised when it hallucinates or makes up some thing that's not quite true.
Civox says it welcomes regulation and that it intentionally makes Ashley sound like a bot and disclose that it's AI, despite not being legally required to do so.
Scientists in Switzerland are studying if humans can control an additional robotic arm without affecting other tasks. The research aims to understand the nervous system and potentially aid applications like assistive devices for people with disabilities or stroke rehabilitation. Take a look at this report.
Scientists in Switzerland are testing whether humans can control an extra robotic arm without impacting our ability to do other things at the same time. Silvestro Macera is a professor and neuroengineer at the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology. The research was published in the peer-reviewed journal Science Robotics.
The main motivation is to understand the nervous system. Because if you challenge the brain to do something which is completely new, you will understand whether the brain is able to do that and how you can facilitate this learning. And then you can transfer this also to other applications, in particular, for example, for assistive devices with people with disability, rehabilitation after stroke, and these kind of things.
The researchers devised a system where someone wearing virtual reality goggles sees 3 arms, with the extra limb looking a little different to limit natural association. Volunteers held onto an exoskeleton which controlled the virtual left and right arms, while movement detected by a belt around their waist measured their breathing and controlled the middle arm. Giulia Dominigiani is a PhD student.
In particular, we use this environment to test our gaze respiration-based control interface. And as a first step, we decided to assess its actual feasibility for effective augmentation.
OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has doubled down on his vision for cryptocurrency project WorldCoin following reports that the company was seeking $50 million in funding.
Raise your right hand.
Since being fired, then rehired as head of OpenAI, Sam Altman has doubled down on his vision for another one of his ventures, WorldCoin cryptocurrency. WorldCoin, launched in July, is a cutting-edge, if somewhat controversial financial network that offers digital currency, sometimes for free, to those willing to scan their irises into a spherical device. So far, more than 2.6 million people worldwide have logged their identity into the orb, despite fears it could create a potential privacy nightmare, according to one U.S. research center focusing on privacy issues. Altman, one of WorldCoin's founders, argues that tracking a person's biometrics is essential amid the increasing use of artificial intelligence, something he also champions at OpenAI, where his ChatGPT is leading the AI charge. Speaking as part of a virtual Q&A Thursday, Altman defended WorldCoin's eye scans as a way to rule out bots, saying, quote, "In a world with a lot of AI, knowing who is human matters more and more." The online event came a week after crypto news outlet The Block reported that the company behind WorldCoin, Tools for Humanity, was seeking to raise $50 million from investors. A spokesperson for WorldCoin did not immediately respond to a request for comment.
Coming up next, a News9 Plus exclusive entrapment. Understand how Pakistan is training women to work as spies. Their mission is to trick influential Indians into sharing secret information by offering sexual favors.
I recently received a friend request from Mahira Sharma. Now, we seem to have a lot of friends in common on social media, particularly from the military veterans community. But something